Okay, recording started. Now, what is this insecure backup storage? Okay, so if this true, I have told you, right? This is true. And if this is true, this is a vulnerability. So if this is set to true in any Android application, so it allows basically the user who can take the whole backup of that application's working directory. For example, this is a application. Okay, so this is an application, and if in this application this Android backup is true, what could happen? The user or the attacker could simply take backup of the whole working directory of this application, right? So this is what a secure backup storage is. So basically, if this is set to true, what could happen? Any user or any attacker could basically take the backup of this application's working directory. Okay, so this is what a secure backup storage is. So let me write it down. If this is set to true in the application manifest file. Okay, so it allows the user or attacker to take backup of whole application working directory. Okay, so this is what insecure backup storage is, and how to basically find this. So for finding, I have told you we have to see the manifest file. Okay, now how to exploit it? So for exploiting this, what we need, the first step is simply open your appy. So first of all, we have to open our appy. Okay, after opening our appy, what we have to do, we have to type this command, which is adb. Then we have to type backup. Okay, this is a inbuilt command in our adb, so backup is already inbuilt in our adb. Okay, then we have to type f, and then we have to type anything. For example, you could type test ab. So you have to give this extension, which is ab. Okay, this name, the test name, could be anything. Okay, you could give according to you. For example, I could give asif also. Okay, so you could give any name. Right now I'm just typing test. Okay, so this is the second step that we have to do. Okay, so this step we have to do in appy. Remember guys, this step we have to do in appy. Don't worry, I will be showing the practical also. Okay, the third step that we have to do is basically accept the backup confirmation. Okay, so let us see this step. Okay, so what we have to do, first of all, we have to open our appy. Okay, so I'm opening my appy. Now what I'm doing, I have to backup. Okay, I have to backup the application. For that, what I need, first of all, I need an application which we will be testing. So in this case, we will be taking just a minute. In this case, we'll be taking the application which is Diva. Okay, and the first thing that we need is we need to start the device. So let me start the device. Okay, so we'll be testing this Diva application, and we need the package name for this application. So let this device start, so then we could get the package name. Okay, so let us go back to the adb cell cd data ls. Now let us see the, yeah, so this is the package name, com mwr example cv. So this is the package name for cv application. Okay, so sorry, we were testing Diva, I think. Yeah, we were testing Diva, not cv. So we could just copy this cv also, or Diva, any one application, because both are having this backup true. Okay, you could test anyone. So let us see which app was this. So yeah, this was cv, so we will test cv. Okay, so we will make a small change, which is we'll be testing cv. Okay, we'll be testing this cv application, and for that we need the package name, and the package name is com mwr example cv. So we'll be using this package name. Okay, you could use Diva also, that application is also having backup true, but I will be using this one. Okay, now, okay, now what we have to do, we have to go back to our appy. Okay, and then we have to type this command which I have told you. The first command that we need is adb backup. Okay, then we have to type F, and then any name you could give test or your even your name. Okay, then you have to give this extension which is AB. Compulsory to give this extension, and then the package name. Okay, after this, what you have to do, we have to check if this app is installed. So we also have to check if this application is installed on this device or not. If not, you have to install the application. So let us check if we have installed this app or not. Okay, CV. Okay, yeah. So this application is there in this Android device. Okay. So what I have to do, I have to press enter now. And once I do this, what will happen? I have to give permission in my Android device. So if you want, you could give a password also. You could encrypt with the password 1234556, whatever you want. But I will be not doing this. I will be skipping this part. Okay. Then what I have to do, I have to click on backup my data. Okay. I have to click on backup my data. So what will happen? This will create a backup. Okay. Backup starting. So we have to wait. Now it is saying backup finished. Okay. Now what we have to do, guys, we have to go back to our appy folder. Okay. And here we have to see, you could see, guys, we are having this file test.ap, right? We have created backup of this CV application working directory. Right now what we have done, we have made a copy of CV application working directory, and this is the backup, right? Test.ab. I have told you, if this is true, if this backup is true, what we could do, we could basically take backup of any application working directory, and in this case CV application was vulnerable to backup true, and then we are able to basically back up the working directory of this CV application. You could see, right? Yes or no, guys? Guys, yes or no? Okay. Now this was the third step. Okay. So after this, what we have to do? Let me go back to the notepad. Okay. Now we have completed our first three steps. Now what we have to do? We have to go to our Kali. You have to open your Kali. Okay. You have to open your Kali, Parrot, or any Linux distro. Okay. You could use anyone. Okay. So in my case, I will be using Parrot. Okay. So let me open my Parrot as well as my Kali. You could use anyone. Okay. You could use Kali, Parrot, whatever you want. Okay. I will be using Parrot. So once this Kali or Parrot is open, what you have to do, you have to copy. The fourth step is basically copy the backup file, which is test.av. So you have to backup this, you have to copy this backup file. Okay. So let us wait. Okay, so we'll be using Kali. Okay, so our device is now open. So the next step, which is fourth step, what we have to do, we have to open our Kali. Okay, which we have done. Now the fifth step is basically to download a tool which is our Android backup toolkit. So we have to download Android backup toolkit. Okay, so with the help of this tool, what we could do, we could simply extract the backup file which we have just done. So this backup file will be extracting with the help of this toolkit, so which is Android backup toolkit. So you could simply go to this URL and you could find this. Okay, so this is the Android backup. Okay, this is the tool, Android backup toolkit. You could use this. Okay, I'm just copying this URL and I will be pasting in the notes. So what we have to do, we have to come to this page which is releases. Okay, sorry, we have to come to this pages which is releases, and what we have to do, we have to download the latest one. We have to download this abe.jar file. So what we need to download this file. Okay, open this URL in your VirtualBox only. Okay, and download it. So what we need is basically this abe.jar file, which you could see I'm already having in my Kali. Right, guys? Can you see? I'm already having this abe.jar. Guys, give quick responses. Okay, I'm already having this abe.jar. Now what I have to do, I have to open a terminal here. Okay, I have to open a terminal in the desktop. Okay, before that, what I will be doing, I will be removing these files. Okay, I will be removing these files, the first one, the second one, and the third one. Okay, now I will be not deleting this because this is the backup file. Okay, if you need, you could just copy the backup file. This is the backup file that we got, right? So you could just drag and drop and it will get copied. Okay, so what I will be doing, I will be basically clicking on skip all. Okay, because I'm already having the same file, so I will be using this file only. Okay, so let us start, guys. Now the first thing that we have to do is, first of all, we have to check if we are having this abe.jar, and you can see we are having this abe.jar file. Okay, so now the first thing that we have to do is simply type this command, which is java jar and then abe.jar. Okay, and then we have to type unpack. Okay, then we have to type app backup. Okay, now what we have to do, basically we have to type the app backup file name. Okay, so in our case, which is dash.ab. Okay, so we have to basically write the backup file name. Okay, app backup file name, which is dash.ab. Okay, because this is the file name that we copied. Okay, then what we have to do, we have to type this again, which is test.tar. Now basically we will be using tar file. Okay, so what we have to do, we have to give this test name again. Okay, so you have to write this by your own, test.tar. Okay, now after this, what we have to do, we have to type the password. If we have given the password when creating the backup file, you have to give the password. If not, you just have to press enter. Okay, and once you do this, what will happen? You could see we are having a new file, which is this test.tar file. Okay. Now, what we could do, we could simply view the contents of this tar file. Tar bundle. So what we have to do now, we have to view the content of this tar bundle. Okay. Now, what we have to do, we have to view the content of this tar bundle. For that, what we could do, we could simply type tar tvf. Okay. Then the file name, which is test.tar. Right, you could see this is the contents of this application, Diva application, the working directory folders. Okay, now what we have to do, we have to extract this contents. Okay, right now we are able to see this, but we need this files, we need to extract the content. For that, what we have to do, we have to type tar xvf, then test.tar. Okay, and press enter. Now you could see, we once we type this command test xvf test.tar, we are having a new folder which is apps. Right, as soon as I have typed this command, we have got this file. Let me just delete it and let me run this command one more time, and if you will see, we are having a new folder. Right, now if you want, you could go to this apps folder, and now you could simply see the working directory of this Siva application, sorry, Diva application. Right, you could go and you could simply type cd Java, C, Diva, and you could see, okay, you could see the manifest file, you could see the database. Okay, so this is how we could do this, guys, right? So in our notes, we were seeing this CV application, and here we are having Diva because I have not copied the latest file. Okay, I'm using this previous star file. Okay, previous backup file. Okay, if you need, you could copy the latest file. I'm using the previous file. Okay, I could just copy this and then I could use the latest one. Okay, that is not a problem, guys. Let me show you that also. Okay, so let me copy this, and you could see we are having a new test.ab file. Now I will be using the same commands which I have used earlier, and I will be typing the first thing, which is Java abe jar unpack and the backup file name. Just a minute, let me go back, open this. Okay, clear. Now let us type the commands again. So what we need, first of all, as I've told you, we need to basically type this command, which is Java jar, because we need to create a tar file. Okay, for that we have to type this command, which is Java jar abe dot jar, the tool that we'll be using. Then unpack, we are unpacking the backup, which is test dot ab, right? Then we have to simply type test dot tar. Then what we have to do, we have to give the password if we have given in the backup file when we are creating the backup file, but we have not given. So just press enter. Now you could see we are having this test.tar. Okay, before that, let me delete this test.tar as well as this apps folder, and let me press enter. Now we are having this test.tar. Now what we need to simply see the contents of this file. Okay, we need to see the content of this tar file. For that, we could simply type tar tvf, then the tar file name, which is s.tar, and we could see this is the CV application, right? Previously it was Diva because I was using previous backup, but right now I'm using the latest backup that we created, right? Now what I need to basically extract the content. For that, I could simply type tar xvf and then test.tar. Okay, guys, and what will happen now, you could see we are having a new folder with CV, right? You could see we're having the manifest, okay, and we are also having this, what you could say, database folder. You could see with the help of our terminal, you could simply type cd apps and you could just go to the folders and you could see whatever you want. So this is how we could take backup. Okay, I will be giving the notes, so don't worry, I'll be writing all the steps if you want. So do you want me to write the steps, or that's fine? Let me know, guys. Okay, so let me write it down only. So after this, what we have to do, we have to simply, okay, guys, I'm writing the steps. Don't worry, I will be giving the recording also, but don't worry. So the first step is I've written the first, second, third, fourth, fifth. Now the sixth step, which is after downloading this tool, what we need to go to the terminal, and in terminal we have to type Java jar abe.jar. And guys, remember, we should have this abe file in the specific path where we have opened the terminal, okay, as well as the backup file. Then we have to type unpack. Okay, after that we have to give one more thing, which is the backup file name, test.ab. Then we have to give test.jar. You could give any name, but we are giving test.jar only. Okay, then the eighth step is basically tar tvf, then the tar file name, test.tar. Why we are using this command? Basically to view the contents of the tar bundle. Okay, the next command is basically to extract the content. Okay, to extract the contents. Okay, now the next command that we are using is to extract the contents, which is tar xvf test.tar. Okay, now after this we'll be having a folder which is apps. Now you could go to this folder with the help of terminal and you could see the files that you backup. Okay, so these are the steps that you could uh, take to exploit this backup. Okay, and the mitigation, what is the mitigation for this specific vulnerability? Is simply doing false. Okay, So any doubt, guys, let me know. If not, we'll be moving to the next vulnerability, which is our denial of service attack. Okay, application level denial of service. Application level denial of service attack. Okay. Now, can anyone tell me what is a DOS attack? What is a DOS attack? Abhishek, if you're having a doubt, just write in the chat. Rajiv, if you're having a doubt, write in the chat. Okay. Yeah, correct. We are making a large amount of requests to a website or a application. What happens? The application is not working. Correct, correct. So everyone knows. Okay, so that's great. Now, application level DOS. Salesh, when application, no, correct, correct. Anyone open your mic and just explain to everyone what is DOS? Anyone? Don't go to DDoS. Right now, we are not talking about distributed denial of service attack. We are only talking about DOS. Anyone?
So may I?
Unmute yourself. Open your mic and explain what is DOS.
Sir, am I audible? Hello.
Yes, Ajay, go ahead. Explain. Anyone?
Hello. Sir, am I audible?
Yeah, Ajay, you are audible. Go ahead.
Sir, denial of service attack is where the an attacker or cyber criminal sends too many requests and basically overload the server so that it cannot respond to authentic requests made by legitimate users. So
Correct.
its sole purpose is to make service unavailable.
Correct, Ajay. Correct. Okay. So how to find application level of denial of service in our Android app? So for that, we need two things. First of all, we need browser, which I have told you how to use browser. And what we need is basically a phone in which we need our application. Okay. So yeah, okay. So we are getting a lot of answers for those. Okay. So all okay, guys. So everyone is correct. Okay. So application level of denial of service attack. So how to find this DOS in our Android device? For that, we need browser, we need a phone, and we need application that we want to test. Okay. Now what we will be doing is simply going to our Android device. Okay. This is Android device that we'll be testing, and the application that we will be testing is CV. Okay, so let us try to test CV application. Okay, first of all, let me close the background. And what we need to open browser. First of all, we need to open our browser. Okay, so the first thing that you want to do is open browser. Okay, and the command to open browser is simple, which is adb forward. Then we have to type port number TCP, port number which is 31415 31415. Okay, then one more time TCP 31415. Press enter. Okay, now what we have to do, we have to open the browser console. Browser console connect. Now we will get console or browser. So this is the first thing that we have to do. The second thing is basically go to our application, and in application what we need an application to test, which is CV application. So you have to install this application. I will be sharing the application, so don't worry. Okay, guys, one more thing you have to see. If we want to start our this, you could say, browser. In order to start browser, we should have browser agent, which I have told you already, and you have to start this port. Okay, so you have to click on this on button to start it. I have already started, and I have connected my browser with my browser client. Okay, now the first thing that we need is simply we need the package name. Okay, so we need the package name of the application. So I have told you that how to get package name with the help of our browser. So for that, you can simply type run app package list f, and then we have to give the name. For example, if we need package name for CV, so I have to type CV. So it will give the package name for CV. What is the name? SIEVE. Sorry, app package. Okay, sorry. There is a space dot list. Okay, so it has given us a package name. So every time when you are testing an application, it is very important to have this package name. Okay, Sir, does browser run only on that port number? Yes. By default, it is running on this port number only. Okay, you could see 31415. So we have to use this port only. Okay. Now, this is the package name that we'll be testing. Now, the first step is to find the attack surface. I have told you what is attack surface, and the first thing that we need to find the attack surface. And to find the attack surface, the command is run app package. Okay, then we have to type attack surface. I have told you this command in the previous session. Okay, app the package dot attack surface. Then we have to give the package name, and after this you could see, just a minute. Okay, sorry, let me remove the CV. We only have to give the package name, press enter. Now if you could see, we are having the attack surface. Now one thing that you have to keep in mind, in this attack surface, what we need is basically we need this what you could say, we need activities. So in order to find DOS and to exploit DOS, we need activities. So if this is 0 in any application, you could not find DOS. Okay, you could not even try to find it. So if this is 1, 2, or 3, even 5, 6, only one is needed. But if there are a lot of activities, that's great. Okay, so we need this activities to be 1, 2, or 3, or more than one. Okay, so this is the thing that we need. If this is 0, then you could not find your DOS. Okay, so right now we are having 3 activities, so let us exploit it. Okay, we have to first of all find DOS. So what we are doing, okay, so the next command that we'll be using is basically run app. Now if we're having activities, if we have to check if that is vulnerable. Okay, and we could exploit it. So for that, the command is run app package. Okay, then we have to type the next command, which is info, because we need info a and the package name. Okay, sorry. Okay, now you could see this is the info. It is not necessary to type this command. I'm just showing you how we could get the info also. Okay, I'm just showing you, this is not compulsory to see. Okay, so this command is basically used to see activity information. Okay, we are using this command to see the activity information, not compulsory to see, but yeah, we are just using it to see. Instead of this package, what we could type, you could type activity. Sorry, so we could simply type activity. So you'll be getting the activity. You could see we are having 3 activities, right guys? Yes or no? So now what we are able to do, we are able to see the activities name, 3 activities, because I have told you we were getting 3 number, right? If this is 1, then we will be getting only 1 package info. Sorry, 1 activity info. Right now we are having 3 activity info. Yes or no? We are having 3 activity info. Can you see this? Okay. Now what we have to do, we have to pick anyone. Okay, we could pick anyone, and then we have to type this command, which is run app dot activity. Then we have to type start, because we want to start this activity, and then we have to type components. Okay, component, sorry, not components, only component. Then we have to give the package name. Okay, after giving the package name, we have to select any one activity. So I'm just selecting this activity, and now what we have to do, we have to simply press enter. And if the application is crashing, that is a DOS. Right now it is not crashing. Right now let us use some other activity. So we have to check all the activities. Okay, so if the application is crashing, so that is a DOS. Now let us use the second activity, which was, let us use the previous command. Why this is not working? Just a minute guys. Let me go back. Okay, it is having some problem. No issues. We'll just type one more time, activity info. Then we will type a and the package name. This is the package name. Okay, and press enter. We are having 3 activities. Let us try the first activity we have tried. Okay, so we have tried the first activity. Let us try the next activity, which is this activity. Okay, main login activity, and let us try triggering this. Okay, this is also not working. Let us try the other activities. Okay, the other activities was the last one, which is PW list. Let us press enter. App activity start, components, package name. Okay, so this is also not working. Let us try one more time. Okay, so I think this application is not vulnerable. No problem. Let us test another application. So this was basically CV. Okay, now let us try Diva application. Okay, so this application is not vulnerable, I think. Okay, no problem. Let us try Diva. Okay, so let me close this first of all. And now what we have to do, I have told you how to find the package name. Can anyone tell me the command? I have just shown you the command. So the command is run app.package. Okay, package. Then we have to type list F and then the application name, which is Diva. Okay, sorry, I'm forgetting the dot. Okay, so this is the package name. Okay, which is this. Okay, now what we have to do, we have to follow the command again because the previous application was not vulnerable, but the steps that we have taken will be same. Okay, now let us try the same command, run app.package. The reason we are doing this because the previous application was not vulnerable. Okay, guys, so don't get confused. Okay, attack surface. Then what we have to do, we have to give the package name. And now you can see we are having three activities exported in this Diva application as well. Okay, now what we have to do, we have to see the activity info. Okay, run app dot activity. Then we have to type dot info, and then we have to give a and the package name. Sorry, the package name. Let me copy this, press enter. So we are having these three activities. Okay, so what we have to do, we have to check one by one if this is vulnerable or not. For that, the command is simple, run app dot activity dot start. Then we have to type component. Okay, then we have to give the package name. Okay, and then we have to simply select anyone. So let me select this one and press enter. If the application crash, so that is DOS. If not, then it is not a DOS. Okay, let's try another one. This is not working. Okay, same thing, not working. Okay, what happened? Why they are not working? Okay, I think there is some problem in the application. Let me show you a POC. Okay, so the steps will be same. Let me show you a POC for this vulnerability only. Okay, so denial of service. Okay, so this is a POC for application. Okay, so you could see this is a POC, and we are using the same command that I have used previously. Okay, the application is not working right now. I don't know what happened, but yeah, this is the command that we were using previously, right? You have seen that we open the API. So this was the command, the same command we are using, right? Only the application name is different and the activity name is different. Can you see this, guys? Run activity start. Everything is same. Okay. Yes or no? Guys, yes or no? Be active, everyone. Okay, sorry. I think the chat is off. Sorry. Yeah, let me know. Okay, so now let me start the video. If you will see, so what you have to do, you have to first of all see what is happening. You could see, right? It is showing an error, right? Now you could see it has crashed. No, Rajiv, extra space is nothing to do with that. I think there is some problem. It is not working from yesterday only. Okay, so I think there is some problem. I will fix that. But yeah, this is the thing. Okay, the same thing I'm showing you. Okay, so this is the same thing. As soon as you run the activity, and if that app get crashed, so that is a DOS. Okay, guys. So you could see the same thing is happening. I will be sharing the POC, so don't worry. So you could see the application has crashed. So this is the, you could see this is the command that we were using, this is the package name, then this is the activity name. Okay, and then I'm pressing enter. As soon as I will press enter, we are getting this notification. Okay, so the application has crashed, so we have successfully performed a DOS attack. I will be sharing this recording, so don't worry. Okay, so let me write down the steps also. So just a minute. I think it is not necessary to write the steps. You could see the video and you could use it. Okay, so because it will take a lot of time. Guys, let me know if we can take one more session tomorrow also, the last session, because I think going in a hurry is not good. Okay, okay. So yeah, what we could do, we could take a session tomorrow also. Today we'll be completing two, three more topics, and then we'll be completing tomorrow because we should not go in hurry. Okay, so yeah, we will be taking a session tomorrow also, 7 to 8. Yeah, great, Ajay, great. Yeah, you will be given an application in which you have to do pen testing. So don't worry, I will be explaining what to do and which vulnerability you have to find. So don't worry, guys. Okay. Now let me write down the steps. So which is run, which was run app dot package, then the attack surface, package name. Okay. Then the next command that we have to use, basically this command is used to get the attack surface, used to get the attack surface. Okay, so this command is used to get the attack surface. The next command, which run app dot activity dot info. Okay, a, and then the package name. This is basically used to get the information of the activities. Okay, so if the application is having activities, so it will show the information of that activities. Okay, so this is used to get the information about the activities. Next command, which is run app activity. Guys, you could see this small error such as r. You have to use this as small. Okay, you have to use small r. Okay, my keyboard is doing this automatically, so I could not do anything. But yeah, you could use everything r as small. Okay, so you could see in the previous notes also, for example, t is capital. You have to use small because in session the practical we have used small t. Okay, so you have to see the video also. So just don't be dependent on the notes because there are this t is capital, you could see, right? Now the next thing is run app activity. Okay, start components, sorry, component, the package name, and then the activity name. Clear, guys? So these are the steps that we could use to find our DOS. Everyone, let me know yes or no. So these are the steps. First step is basically to get the attack surface. Second one is to get the information about the activity, and the last one is to exploit. Okay, if the application is basically what we could say crashing, then that is a DOS. You could report and you could send a report. So I will be sending the, I will be giving you a report also tomorrow. So don't worry how to write a reports. Okay, so yeah. Now this was about DOS. The next thing that we are going to see is we have seen this, we have seen DOS, we have seen this yesterday only. Let us complete this two other vulnerabilities, which is sensitive data copied to clipboard, and the next thing which is cryptography storage. Okay, so we'll be completing this two vulnerability today, and from tomorrow we'll be starting this module 12 and 13. So we'll complete this tomorrow, not a problem. So let us start. So sensitive data copied to clipboard. So let us start the first one. So sir, can you also use web application vulnerability on Android? Yeah, few vulnerabilities such as cross-site scripting, HTML injection, right? So you could try to find that in Android as well as CSRF, but the methodology is different. Okay, so let us focus on this only. Sensitive data copied to clipboard. So what we have to do in this vulnerability, simply we have to go to an application, we have to copy any sensitive information such as name, username, password, and if that what we have to do, we have to first of all type a name or any sensitive information, then we have to copy it. And if we are copying it, and if that specific data that we copied is getting stored in our device, okay, so that is a vulnerability, sensitive data copied to clipboard. You can simply type this in Google and you will get a lot of reports. Okay, so this is a vulnerability. You can find this easily. Okay, so this is also known as clipboard vulnerability. So you could see this one. Okay, this is let me just find another report. So this is, you could see, this is clipboard vulnerability, one of the thing. Another thing you could see in port figure. Okay, you could find a lot of you could say uh write-ups for this. You could see this one also. So this is how you could do this. Now I will be showing the practical. This is not opening, so I will be showing you the practical. So what you have to do, you have to go to an application, you have to copy any sensitive information, and you have to see if that is getting stored. If yes, then it is a vulnerability, you could report it. Okay, so let us see the practical. So what we need is first of all application that we'll be testing. Okay, so let us see which application we'll be using for testing. So we'll be using insecure bank. So let me install this. So let me try DOS attack in this application. Let us see if this is working, if this application is vulnerable or not. This is the package name, this is the activity name. Okay, and let us use this. Let me close the application first of all, and let us try. Okay, let me close this. Let me use another activity. Okay, so this is also not working. Okay, what happened to the device? Let me restart. I think this is vulnerable. Let me restart. Okay, so we have to restart our browser. So let me start this first of all. Let me connect. Okay, now what we have to do, we have to use the command. Okay, so this is not working. Don't worry. I will find a application which is vulnerable and I will show you tomorrow. Okay. So I have already shown you the POC for DOS. So yeah, but I will be finding a real application and I will be showing the DOS on that application. Okay. So let us move to the next vulnerability, which was we were talking about. Yeah, we were talking about sensitive data copied to clipboard. Okay, so I have told you how to find this. Okay, no, I have not told you. So what you have to do, first of all, you have to go to an application, you have to copy it, and you have to see if that data is getting stored. If yes, that is a vulnerability. So how to find it? So for that we need appy. So open your appy. Okay, open your appy. In appy, what you have to do, you have to type this command, which is adb cell ps. Then we have to type grep. Okay, and then we need is basically a package name. We need is a package name. Okay, now let us go back and we have to type this adb cell, and then we have to type ps, then we have to type grep, and then we have to give a package name. So let us take this package only. So this is the package name we'll be using, which is Insecure Bank. So this is the application and we'll be using this package name. Now let me present it. Now why we are using this command, let me go back, adb cell ps grep. Okay. Okay, so previously it was not working. I don't know what happened. So we are using this command. Why we are using this command is basically to get the PID. Okay, so the above the this command that we are using is basically used to get the current PID. Okay, and owner of the application. So we are using this to get the PID, process ID. Okay, so as you could see, we are using this command to get the current process ID and the user. Okay, so what you have to do, you have to type, you could simply type this command directory also. Okay, but this is not working right now. I don't know what happened, but yeah, you could type like this, or what you could do, you could first of all type adb cell, and then you could come to the cell, and then you could type this command. Both will work. You could try anyone. Okay, so both will work. So what you have to do, you have to type this first of all. Okay, this, or you could simply type adb cell. After coming to the cell, you have to type this thing, ps grep, and the package name. Both are same. The motive behind this is to basically get the current PID and owner of the app. Okay, so this is the main thing that we are doing. Okay, to get the PID and owner of the app. Now what we have to do, simply we have to type this command adb cell. Okay, for this we'll be not using our browser. So for finding this application, we'll be not using browser. So let me just exit my browser. Okay, So what we have to do now, we have to type ADB cell, then we have to type SU. Okay, then we have to give the current user. Okay, which is, what is the current user? This is the current user. Okay, U0A74. So this is the current user. Okay, then we have to type service. Okay, I will be explaining this, don't worry. You have to type service, then we have to call clipboard. We have three types of this service. Okay, I will be explaining that. So then we have to type clipboard, we have to type 2, then we have to type S16. Okay, and the package name, the package name is this. Okay, now why I'm using this 2, because I will be explaining this, because we have three service call. Okay, we have three service call, 1, 2 and 3. So right now we are using 2. Now what we have to do before this, let me go back and let me open the application. And where is the application? Okay, and let me just type a username, and let me just copy this, and let me press the command. Okay, I think there is some ADB. Sorry, let me exit this. Now let me type the command. Okay, so we have to type this command in our app, not in the ADB, not in the cell. Okay, so what we have to do, we have to copy. Where is the command? Just a minute. Okay, so we have to copy this command, which is ADB cell, this one, and paste it. Okay, so it is not copying, not a problem. Let me type ADB cell SU, then we have to give this user. Okay, then what we have to type, we have to type service. Okay, then call clipboard to S16. Don't worry, I will be explaining this part. Okay, S16. Okay, then we have to type the package name. This is the package name. Okay, press enter. Execute permission denied, cannot execute. What is the reason? ADB cell SU UA A74 service call clipboard to S16, the package name. Why we are not able to execute this command? Cannot execute, service permission denied. Okay, let me close the appy. Let me open this as admin. Okay, let us try the previous command, which is ADB cell SU, and before that we have to type this ADB cell PS grep, and then we have to give the package name. What was the package name? Just a minute, guys, give me a minute for the package name. Okay, so insecure bank. No, no, don't worry, Rajiv. I'm doing the same thing, but with a different methodology. Don't worry. I will be not doing that thing right now. Let me try my thing first, then we will try that one. So this is the package name. Okay, so let me type this one more time. ADB cell SU ADB cell PS grep, the package name. Yeah, now this is working because I have used this as admin. Okay, is my screen visible, everyone? Let me know, yes or no. Is my screen visible? Okay, so previously we were getting a error due to permissions. So I have opened this as admin. You could see I have opened as admin, so I will not get the error again. So we have to type this command. The first command is adb cell ps and then grep and the package name. Right now we need the current user, which is u0a74. Now we have to type the command adb cell su, then the current user, okay, and then we have to type service call clipboard to S16 and the package name. Sorry, not this, the package name. And now again, okay, press enter. Same thing, no problem. Let us go to adb cell, then type this same command, service call. We have to type it manually. So package clipboard to S16, the package name. Cannot execute, permission denied. What is happening again and again? Okay, not a problem. Let me use something else. Instead of 2, let me use 1. Same thing. 3, permission denied. Let me remove this 16. 2. Why the permission is denying. ADB cell, let me check. Let me make a small change here. Instead of 74, let me try something else. Same thing. Why we are getting error after using this? So we are getting an error, permission denied. I don't know what is happening. It should work, but yeah, it is not working right now. Let me try one more time. No worry. So we'll be seeing this vulnerability tomorrow. Don't worry, guys. So we'll be seeing this thing tomorrow. I will sort the problem. I will find a solution, and we'll be seeing this sensitive data copied tomorrow. Okay. So leave this part. Okay. We'll be seeing this tomorrow. Let us start the cryptography storage one. Okay. So let us see this one. So what we have to do first of all, we need to understand what cryptography is. So can anyone tell me what is cryptography? Anyone explain what is cryptography? Yeah, everything is fine with the application, Azam. I think there is something problem. Yeah, what, Ajay? Mike? Yeah. Is my voice audible? Let me know, guys. Okay, okay. Okay. So basically, when we are talking about cryptography storage, what is happening when our application, every application is storing our username, password, a lot of details, right? They store our any type of information can be stored by the application. It depends on the developer. Any type of information. Now, if that information is basically getting stored in clear text, what will happen? Anyone could see this. Okay. If, for example, your username and password is getting stored in clear text, anyone can see this, right or not? Okay. So if application is saving your password or any type of information in clear text, that is a cryptography insecure cryptography storage issue. Okay, so this is a vulnerability that we could exploit. So let me write it down. So this are the vulnerabilities, or we could say bug or issues, whatever you want, which arises when an application stores stores the user data or PII data, which is personal identifiable data, without encryption or without proper encryption. Sometimes they are using a type of encryption, but yeah, that could be very weak. So that is also a problem without proper encryption. Okay. So these are the vulnerabilities which arises when the application stores the user data or personal data without encryption or without proper encryption. Okay. Or the data is in clear text which could be present at various location of the device. Okay, so this is what cryptography storage issue are. So basically when we are application is storing a lot of data, right? We use data, so we use a lot of data in our application. For example, your names, your email, your password, right? So if that type of data is getting stored in the app without any encryption or without proper encryption, what could happen? That will be in clear text and anyone could see that, right? So that is the thing. So but any ciphertext and hash can be decoded. What is the use? I didn't get your question, Darsan. Okay, so what is happening here? Basically, if there is a password in clear text, we could simply see it, right? That is a vulnerability. But if that is in a hash, it is impossible to reverse a hash. Many of you know it is very impossible to reverse a hash. Hash is one way. We could not reverse a hash. Okay, hash is one way. We could not reverse a hash. Whereas if there is an encryption, we are having different types of encryption, asymmetric and symmetric. There is a way to basically get the output, but yeah, it is a lengthy process. Okay, so if the application is basically storing the password in clear text, that is a vulnerability that arises inside this insecure cryptography storage. And in insecure storage we have various paths where we could find this vulnerability. So insecure cryptography, so let us find the first one, which is cryptography cryptographic. Okay, cryptography cryptography. Okay, storage, cryptographic storage, and we will be finding the first one in shared preferences. Okay, so we'll be finding this in, don't go in the rainbow tables. We are not talking about rainbow tables right now, Deepak. Okay, we are only talking about the things that if the password is stored in clear text, that is a vulnerability that comes under insecure cryptography storage. Okay, so how to find this? Okay, so how to find this? So the steps to find this is simply you need an application. So this is the application, right? Now what I will be doing, I will be simply typing test as my username and test as my password. So what should happen? So it should save this test username and password. If it is saving, it should save with a proper encryption, but it will save without encryption. And if the application is saving without encryption, that is a vulnerability. So let me click on login, and now what you could see, we have to go to our this appy, and in appy we have to type adb cell. And what we have to do, we have to go to this data part. Okay, so what we have to do, we have to go to the data part, and here we have to type ls. And in this, what we need, the first thing that we need is the package name. Okay, so we need the package name of this application. There are multiple ways to find the package name, I have told you. Okay, we could use any one method to find the package name. So this is the package name. Okay, we'll be using this package name. Now what we need to go to the working directory of this application, which is this. Okay, press enter. Now I'll just type ls. Now to find cryptography storage, we could look into every single places which is mentioned here. We could go to app web view, we could go to cache, we could go to code cache, databases, share preferences. You could go to anyone and you could find for information. So right now we want to see if this information is getting saved or not. So for that, what we have to do, we have to simply search in this shared preferences. Right now we are seeing insecure cryptography storage in shared preferences. So for that, what we need to type ls, and we have to check every single folder. Right now we have to go to shared preferences because we are seeing for shared preferences. Okay, so cd shared preferences and type ls. Now this is a file, we have to check this file, cat and the file name. And now if you could see, right now we are having no value. Okay, no problem. Let me try one more time. Okay, same, not, we are not able to see. Just a minute guys, let me see the device which you're using. This device, Saf, if you're having a doubt, write it in the chat. Okay, so cryptography encryption comes under cryptography. Okay, so we have two different types of cryptography algorithm. The first one is hashing, the second one is encryption. And in encryption, we have two types of encryption: asymmetric encryption as well as symmetric encryption. So this is a vast topic. Let me just give a brief. So in cryptography, we have basically two types of algorithm. Okay, so when we are talking about cryptography, we have two algorithms. So the first one is hashing, and the second one is encryption. Okay, so the second thing is encryption. Now encryption are of two types: asymmetric and symmetric. So this is a brief word cryptography. Okay, so cryptography has two algorithms. The first one is hashing and the second one is encryption. Encryption are of two types. Okay, so you cannot decrypt ciphertext without a public or private key. And hash, correct, Robin, correct. Hash cannot be brute force, so it is ciphertext. Correct. Okay, Saurav, I think you could see the answer of Robin and Ajay, as well as I have given you an overview. Okay, so don't get confused. Okay, hashing and encryption is a part of cryptography. Okay, okay. What is happening today with my devices? Let me close this. Let me start the device. Okay, Saurav, let us see this one. Okay, so let's use Diva application. Okay, so right now what we are seeing in secure cryptography storage in shared preferences. Okay, so we will be using Diva application, and in Diva application we are having this options, right? We are having this hard coding issues. We are having insecure data storage. Okay, then we are having this other insecure data storage. Okay, so we are having different insecure data storage. Right now you could see we are having the first one. Hint is insecure data storage is result of storing confidential information insecurely on the system. Poor encryption, plain text, right? So this is the first thing. So what we have to do is simple. We have to go to the application, and in real application also we have to follow the same thing. Okay, so we have to type any sensitive information. So right now I'm typing my username and my password. Now I'm saving this. Now what we have to do, we simply have to go to this application. Okay, so we have to go to this application working directory. So right now we are using Diva application. So what we need to go to the working directory of Diva application, cd Diva, and the package name, right? So cd and the package name ls. Now we have to go to this share preferences. Okay, cd share preferences and ls cat, and let us go to this file. Now, if you could see, guys, we are having the username and password in clear text. This is the thing that we use right now, right? We use test as a username and the password as the test. So both are same. And when we are saying this file, we are simply saying both of the things unencrypted in plain text, right? So if I will just type 123, okay, and if I will check one more time, you could check, you could see it is changing it, right? So this is how we could find it. Am I clear, guys? So this is how we could find insecure cryptography storage and share preferences. Similar to this, you could also find insecure cryptography storage issues on this files, databases, no backup. Okay, you could check in every single folder. Okay, so it is not compulsory to only see in shared preferences. You have to check every single file for information. I will be showing you a real POC also. So let us try the second part. Okay, so this was the first part. Okay, let us try the second part. Okay, same thing, test, save. Okay, let us try ls. Let us check this last thing, which is temp folder. Let us see if this is leaking something. You could see it is leaking the same thing, username and password, right? It is in clear text. You could see, right? So we have to check every single file. So this was about the share preferences. Now this is about the temp file. The thing that we have seen right now is temp because it is temp, a temp file. Okay. Now you could also find in secure cryptography storage issues for your temp folder. Okay, TMP folder. You could also find this for your databases. So in secure cryptography, storage issues can also be found in our database folder. Okay, database which is SQLite. You could simply type SQLite. Okay, databases. You will also find in SQLite databases. So this is how we could find it, right, guys? So this is how we have to find insecure databases vulnerability. Now, if we go to the next level, which is level 3, we are having the next thing. Okay, you could try this one also. The thing is that each level is basically storing this username and password in different files. Okay, you can check in database also. Okay, so let me show you this. Just a minute. Okay, so let me type test. Okay, and let me go to this databases. For that, I have to type cd databases. Okay, now I have to type ls. Now you can see we are having different folders, diva nodes.db. Okay, now we could simply go to this folder. And okay, so this is a database file. Sorry. So we have to open this with SQLite 3. So we have to type SQLite 3 and then the database name. Okay, press enter. Now we are into this specific diva nodes.db file. Okay, so this is a database. DB stands for database, right? Now we have to use database commands, tables. If you know how to use MySQL, you could use this also. So dot tables. So you could see we are having two different tables, right? So this is how you could see. If you want, you could just use the select command to see any one folder, and you will find the same password and username, right? Am I clear, guys? So this is how you have to find this insecure storage vulnerabilities. Let me know if you have any doubts. So today we have seen this insecure cryptography storage in share preferences, temp, SQLite database. You could also find this in internal storage. Okay. So this is the things that we have seen, internal storage. Okay. So let me type an overview command that we'll be using for everything that what you have to do. You have to first of all type adb cell. Okay. Then what you have to do, the next command is simply go to the data folder. Okay. The next command that you have to use is basically cd and the package name. Okay, the package name. The next thing that you have to do after typing the package name is type ls and check every single folder. Check every folder. Okay, am I clear, guys? So today we have seen the first vulnerability was insecure backup storage. Okay, the second vulnerability was this cryptography one. Okay, so we have seen the cryptography one also. Okay, so these are the steps. Now for each one of them, you have to follow this only. For example, I'm using share preferences, right? So you have to type package name, then ls, then you have to go to cd share preferences, and you have to check this file. Okay, you have to check this folder for any information. Type ls and then view the file with the help of cat. Am I clear, everyone? So this was about this insecure cryptography storage. Okay, and we were seeing this sensitive data copied one, but yeah, I will remove this because we were not able to see this. So we will be seeing this tomorrow. So today we have seen two vulnerability. The first one is insecure backup storage. Okay, so these are the commands. Second one is application level denial of service attack. The second one and the third one is cryptography storage issues. So not two, we have covered three vulnerabilities. Okay, guys. Sir, please take a small meat to remove the error which is coming while connecting to the machine. Okay, Sahil, don't worry. Okay, I will schedule. Just message Sam. I have told you yesterday also, message Sam for the session. He will give you a time. Okay, Sahil? Okay, no problem. Message Arun sir. You have two admins, right? Message the another one which is having the Cyberhost logo. Message Arun sir. If Sam is not responding, message Arun sir. Okay. Next session will be tomorrow, guys, on Monday. Okay. Session timing will be from 7 to 8. Okay. 7 to 8 or 9. Okay. So we will be taking it. We will be taking time to complete this. So let me stop the recording.